and welcome to the Empower Edge Herbal Remedies channel. The United States of America, as we have known it, is gone, and what's left is broken. Everything seems to be damaged. Healthcare, criminal justice, civil and voting rights, and education, to name a few. For those who think we don't have a voice, for those who think that's the way it's always been and always will be, for those who think we cannot make a difference in our world or our situation, and for those who think that we have to continue to allow politicians to continually to dictate the quality of our lives straight into the grave by keeping us poor, unhealthy, and in debt. Just as no woman has to stay in an abusive situation, neither do we as citizens have to continually accept the obstruction, the injustice, the abuse, and denial of a living wage, health care, and basic human rights imposed on us by politicians. COVID has presented us with the opportunity to be the new pioneers of the 21st century. It's time to implement the vision as seen by Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., Lyndon B. Johnson, John Lewis, Mahatma Gandhi, and many, many others, and move forward together to secure our rights. Our time is now. The new administration's slogan is Build Back Better. Well, let's help them do that for the greater good of us all, not just a privileged few. Lots of people have died unnecessarily, lives and families destroyed, maybe for generations to come. We don't want to find ourselves in this position again, hungry, homeless, cashless, and without health care. The world was different 50 years ago. It changed 25 years ago. It changed again in 2020. It's time for another transformation in 2021. Professional tennis player Arthur Ashe once stated, "Start where you are, use what you have, do what you can." Establishing universal health care is a great start to leveling out the playing field for the 90% of us that are not entitled to special considerations that we pay politicians to enjoy their pursuit of happiness. They have nice homes, send the kids to the best schools, they have the best jobs, and they have world-class health care. It should be a given that they should be doing everything within their power to help us pursue our happiness. If they can have gold toilets, an elevator for their cars, trips to Cancun in the middle of a crisis, and spend $350 billion yearly on corporate welfare, then we, the people, can have universal health care. God grant me the serenity to accept those things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and wisdom to know the difference. That's the Alcoholics Anonymous prayer, and it seems very apropos right now. I ask that we each be given the serenity to accept those things that COVID has changed, courage to step forward and change those things that we can, and wisdom to know that all things are possible. There are some 614 billionaires and 14 million millionaires in the United States. The total population here is 330 million. Subtracting the millionaires and the billionaires leaves 316 million of us in various occupations. Teachers, nurses, truck drivers, hospitality workers, food and grocery workers, sales, and all the other industries out there know this. We, us, all us, are the backbone of America, all 316 million of us. We've all been through some tough times way before this, and guess what? We're still standing. A seasoned veteran of hard times, if you will. And I don't say that in a bragging manner, but it is something that we each in our own lives can be proud of. We made it through then, and we'll make it through now. Let's be healthy, stand up, and secure the rights that we are due. If it's good enough for politicians, it's good enough for us. Let's do it for ourselves, our families, our communities, future generations, and for the world. Henry Ford said, "Coming together is a beginning. Keeping together is progress. Working together is success." Through COVID, we stand apart, but we stand together. And as we stand together, we stand united. The late civil rights icon, Congressman John Lewis said, and I quote, "Democracy is not a state, it is an act. And as its citizens, We must unite and act in unison to create the world we want to live in, end quote. That's the plan, for us to act in unison to get what we deserve. There are 519,682 elected officials in the U.S. from local to federal, and 316 million of us. I believe that there are enough of us to get elected on every level and secure what the Second Bill of Rights has proposed for all of us to live a better, healthier, happier life. I'm not overtly or covertly saying all politicians are bad. There's a few great ones out there. If you aren't happy with what's going on in your community or your state, however, and have an elected official that is working against the good of you and your neighbors, you know who they are, and you also know, that they need to be removed for the greater good of your neighbors. Run for office. Don't sit there hoping that someone else will do it. Why not you? Our power lies in our voices and our votes. We have to use both to secure the changes needed for a better and more just nation. It won't be handed to us freely as the status quo fights to be maintained. Nope, not going to happen. Nope, that's a no-go. We have to get up and go get it. We have to get in those decision-making positions and collectively from local up to and including the national level join together to make laws that will benefit the 90%. There are a number of seats up for re-election in 2022. You must be 18 or older. There are probably a few other qualifications that need to be met, but nothing that you can't handle. There's no such thing as too young or too old. All that is required is common sense and a heart to do what's right for the people. Now, I said that, a heart to do what's right for the people, because I think that is the basis or the foundation of a good politician, someone that wants to do what's right to help the people in their, their constituents in their area, whatever. Okay, so also know that OJT is possible. I know that people have been elected to school boards, treasury, council seats, state reps, all kind of things, and they didn't have experience, but they had OJT. So don't let that throw you. There are lots of organizations out there that will help you get started for free. There's a link in the comments section that lists several organizations to assist you in running for office. You can make a difference. Know that. You can. If you are considering a run for office, my email address is in the description box. Send me a short note telling me your name, the state, the incumbent, what the issues are, and date of the election. If I can be of any assistance, just holler. I got you. If running for office is not your calling, then make a commitment to find out what legislators are doing in your state regarding health care. Write a letter. Let your neighbors know what's going on and with whom. Call your reps. Send a text. Whatever needs to be done. Together, we've got to stand up and let our voices and votes be heard. Let's get it going, y'all. I thank each of you for hanging with me through 5 videos. I know it was a bit much, but I thought that there was a lot of information that needed to be shared. There was, the way I feel about healthcare and herbal remedies and stuff like that, I think that it's important for people to know, and whatever that I can do to help those who don't have health insurance and are in need of some type of a herbal remedy or something to get themselves, back to normal. I'm here to do that. So I know that people are sick and dying for lack of health care. UHC is imperative for everyone, especially right now. It was one thing to not have health insurance in 2020. It's a whole different thing not having health insurance in 2021. Being without primary health care can be a scary and stressful situation. But know this, Deb is here to get you healthy. I got you. I don't want anyone in their home gambling with their life because they don't have health care or cash to take care of themselves. I will continue to advocate for primary care for everyone and provide remedies to keep you in tip-top shape. Hit the like button if you'd like to support this channel. Hit the little red subscribe bell if you want to be notified when the next video is uploaded on how to be healthy, happy, and thrive without health insurance. Share this video if you know someone that it would interest. Our website is under construction, but you can go to empoweredge.org and sign up to be notified when it's up and running, and be notified of the launch of our newsletter. I want to say new newsletter, but anyway, the launching of our newsletter. Leave a comment below, as I would love to hear your thoughts, ideas, suggestions, or questions. Let's get the conversation going. Know within yourself that all is well, and so it is. I was going to say see you in the next video, but this is the last video, huh? Thank you again for hanging out with me. It is so very much appreciated. But until we meet again, I'm wishing each of you health, light, love, and peace.